it's still an analog signal electrically. It goes into a mixer we have here, blah, 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 blah.
Well, let's talk about that part from the microphone to the wire in the microphone, right?
Because that is an interesting, that's a pretty important factor.
It blew my mind to realize that, and it's kind of simple once you think about it, that the microphone and the speaker are duals of each other. It's pretty much the same technology. You're just sort of changing some of the parameters around. So, the way you go from air moving to electronic signals is through some physical thing moving. Just the same way that your ear has this like drum head that air hits it and it shakes stuff that tingles your brain.
Or the needle on the record player is moving up and down.
Yeah. And the way that it moves up and down conducts a signal to the speaker. And maybe there's some processing in the middle. But, there's basically air hitting I think it's called a diaphragm in microphone technology. I'm not sure.
I think so,
yeah. And it shakes that. And the way it shakes that, you could have different, if you shop for a microphone, you'll see cardiogram, like pickups and
different
stuff like that.
Patterns of how it picks up. Yeah.
It's basically like an antenna. Instead of picking up radio waves, it's picking up your air compression. And so there's different technology for different types of sources because, again, nothing's perfect, but what you can do is you can sort of optimize for voice. There are podcasting microphones versus drum microphones versus all the field recording microphones, all that sort of stuff.
For example, this is a dynamic microphone, so it sounds good when I'm talking into it. But if I talk over here, suddenly you can almost hear nothing. Right?
Right. And if I was in the room with you and my head was in the microphone spot, I'd be able to hear you pretty much the same because I have ears on two sides of my head.
Or if I were recording with this is a Zoom mic, if I'm just using it as a digital recorder, but it's a condenser microphone. So if I turn my head, you'll basically hear pretty much the same amount of sound. But this pattern is so local to the front of this that when I talk like this, it cuts in half, basically.
Luke is currently talking to the side of his microphone.
I'm turning the microphone, and now I'm turning it back.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is...
I think the whiskey hit me.
Figured.
Oh, are we supposed to be drinking?
Not necessarily. I just... Kevin brought a really nice bottle of whiskey over the other day, so I decided to pour a little bit.
Nice. Yeah, I mean...
so a microphone is a reverse speaker.
It's a great summary. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
You're basically going in the opposite direction from sound waves and air to electrical signals. And, I think we covered sufficiently the fact that there are different microphones for different types of pickup, right?
Should I turn the mic again?
No, I think we got it. So now once it's sort of hit that pickup, it's gone from an analog signal via air waves, air pressure, to an analog signal in electronics. It has not gone digital yet.